Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. If you do not know who I am, you've just stumbled across one of my videos. Hi, my name is Robin. I am now a professional mermaid and I am just documenting my whole life as a mermaid and then just some fitness and lifestyle stuff. So please do like, subscribe and follow my journey on being a mermaid. So if you haven't seen the video already, my previous video, I attended Hire a Mermaid's MerCamp 2021, and today's video is just kind of a follow-on from that to go through some questions more in depth, some questions that I feel like if an aspiring mermaid or just people who are curious would like to know the answers to. So without further ado, let's get on to the first question. So what is MerCamp? MerCamp, it's pretty much what it says on the label. It is a camp for people that aspire to be either mermaids as a hobby or a professional mermaid. So it is run by Hire a Mermaid UK. The lady that runs it is Grace, Mermaid Grace. Absolute gem of a mermaid. She works so hard to get the camp up and running. She unfortunately missed last year's because of COVID, so she had a few extra people this year, but it is an amazing thing to do if you are thinking about becoming a mermaid. Do you have to want to be a mermaid to go? And the simple answer is no. MerCamp, as much as it is about being a mermaid, it is there for people who just want to enjoy the kind of things that it offers. Grace was telling us a story about a person that just wanted to get over their fear of being underwater and just swimming, and they came to MerCamp for that. They had no interest in aspiring to be a professional mermaid or having that in the future, but they just wanted to go and conquer one of their fears, and they went away doing that. 3. Do you have to go if you want to be a professional mermaid? In a short answer, no, you don't have to go. However, if you do want to find work and work at children's parties and in aquariums, you do have to have a freediving certification, and you can get that at a MerCamp. So Grace highly recommends, if you do want to work as a mermaid in the future, to attend MerCamp, mainly because her company is the go-to agency and go-to place to hire mermaids. She says that she would never take anyone on board or never give anyone pool parties unless they had free diving experience. It just goes hand in hand with mermaiding, and it gives you a lot more confidence in that person, in that mer, going to the party, knowing they know how to correctly swim underwater, which sounds strange, but that brings me on to my next question. What is freediving? Now, freediving is a discipline and a practice in diving with just your breath. So instead of relying on oxygen tanks, you will rely on the oxygen that you can store in your lungs. And I never really knew about freediving before. Obviously, I knew the basics, but it is a very, very interesting kind of discipline. And once you start learning, like if you go to MerCamp, it's a very, very interesting topic, and I can tell that I've been hooked on it. You learn so many interesting things, and of course I am only an AIDA 2 pool certified freediver at the moment, so I can't swim in open waters technically. I have plans for that in the future. That will be coming hopefully. But when you're at a MerCamp, if you pass, you will become a certified freediver for the pool. The way to do this, or the things that you do in order to have to get this certification, in order to be a certified freediver in the pool, you need to do these things. So we started off with static breathing now, or static apnea as it is called in the freediving world. What this is you learn to completely relax yourself. You focus on your breathing, you let go of all tension in your body, and you are floating there in the water. And if you don't like floating, if you're like me where I prefer to feel grounded, I had my feet on the floor and I was resting like this on the side of the pool, you just do that and you forget about everything, all your worries, and you let go of everything. And when you're chilled, after about 2-3 minutes, that was what the times we were going for. If you need more time, obviously take more time. When you're ready, you take in a deep breath and you learn how to breathe. I know that sounds really silly, but for freediving, we were told you get like 3 tanks. Imagine it as 3 tanks. You breathe from your belly, your chest, and then you've got a little bit of room up here. So when you breathe, you take all the oxygen into your tummy. Once that is full, you take it up into your chest, and then right at the last minute, you do a big gulp of air. And then what you do is really relax. You'll just start floating into the water face down, and you'll just try and hold your breath for as long as possible. I managed 2 minutes, so I passed. That is the kind of minimum to be able to be passed off as AIDA 2 pool certified. It is a very interesting experience. You feel kind of like, I know I felt weird, like trying to distract yourself. And one thing that you do learn if you go for a freediving course is that when you hold your breath, when you feel those contractions and you feel like gasping for air, that's not actually you losing oxygen levels. You can go on for a lot longer, which is what obviously we were training for. I won't go too much into it, but it's basically the rising levels in CO2 that are making you feel like that, and you can push past that. It is not a nice feeling, but when we were there and when you're in the moment, you learn how to push past it. And obviously that is one of the main reasons why it is a good thing to learn as a mermaid, because if you're only holding your breath for 30 seconds, I mean, well done if you can. I'm not putting that down, but people aren't going to believe you're a mermaid. So being able to push 2 minutes, 3 minutes underwater, kids are going to be like, oh my gosh, she's a mermaid. So yeah, and that leads us on to the next part of the freediving, which is dynamic apnea. So it is swimming lengths in one breath. The minimum is 40 meters. I managed 40 meters, which is amazing by my standards. I was so worried that I could not pass it. But yeah, you swim, you do the same process as your statics. You relax your body, you take in a deep breath, and then instead of just floating up like under the water, you swim with fins. You know, it's very important to keep everything that you learnt from your previous statics and apply it to when you're swimming. Just because you're moving doesn't mean you can't stay relaxed. And it's a little bit tougher, but I found for myself, I was a bit more distracted. I was distracted by swimming, which is a good thing. I wasn't thinking, oh my God, I'm losing breath, like I need to go up for air. And there was a bit of a goal, so I could see an end goal. So I was just down that pool, like, I need to go. But yeah, I passed that and that was wonderful. And then the final part of the freediving is like learning how to rescue your buddy, because you always, and if you are going to try this, you need an instructor with you, but you need to be in buddies. Like, you can't freedive by yourself. It's just not safe. Even if you're just floating there in the pool, never do it by yourself. So we just learn the recovery tips, and if you pass all those, then you're a certified AIDA 2-star pool freediver. What do you do at MerCamp? So you go there to be a mermaid, as I have mentioned before, but the main basis of the whole camp was freediving. You need to learn to freedive pretty much. Doesn't matter if you don't pass, but when you are at MerCamp, you are focused on your breathing techniques and being in the pool. You learn how to swim in a monofin. I know for me, I'd never swum in a monofin before, never even swam in my tail before. Learn to do that. Grace teaches you how to pose underwater. If you get time, we learned some tricks. You have your photo shoots, you learn to craft, you have talks with your mentors. Like Amy brought in her silicone hybrid tail, told us how she made it. So a lot of us felt more comfortable in making our own tails. I don't know whether I want to try it or not, but we'll see. It might be a future video. But yeah, the main thing is that MerCamp, you have a lot of fun. You meet so many amazing people. I loved it. I didn't want to leave. I want to be a mermaid again. I miss the water. What happens after MerCamp? So, if you are certified as a freediver and Grace thinks you're fit to be a professional mermaid, then you will start hopefully getting work through her. It's only been a week since I finished and I haven't heard anything yet, but I have asked her if I can start advertising and promoting myself through her and saying like if I want to be booked, can I be booked through her? And she was like, yeah, go for it. So that's a good sign. So you can go on to be a pro mermaid and start doing like events and parties. The only thing I cannot do at the moment is aquarium shows, and that is because you need to be an open water diver, which might be a thing in the future. I know that they are planning an open water freediving experience with our lovely instructor Ian, and hopefully I will be an open water freediver, so it means I can swim in aquariums and have a bit more to add to my CV of being a mermaid. Now, I think an important part of this chat is for people that want to potentially do MerCamp is to know the rough prices. Obviously they could change, so this is just going off of what I paid and what is included for that price. So I paid £550, which sounds like a lot, but you get so much included. Now, you stay in a big stately home all together, and that is included in the price. All your food is included in the price, and Grace's mum and nan, God bless them, they are so lovely. They cook all the food for you, so you get breakfast, lunch and dinner, amazing quality food. All your freediving equipment and obviously your lessons are included in that price. We also have talks from our mentors, that's included in the price. Photography, that's included in the price. Please bear in mind that only 3 shots, you can only get 3 pictures included in that price. I paid a bit extra because I want to be a professional mermaid, so I wanted to get a few more photos, but even then, like, it's worth it. Paul is an amazing photographer, like, go check out his work. And then, what else is included in the book? I've gone blank. Oh, we do like crafting. You can learn how to craft different mermaid things, crowns, necklaces, bras, anything. And Grace and her family bring their own stuff so that you can use. So all the materials are included. And yeah, it's just highly worth the money if you are thinking about being a professional. I just imagine this whole process as an investment. Like, it does cost a lot of money. Your towels are like 300 plus, the lessons, like the free diving, but it's all needed if you want to be a professional mermaid. So just think as an investment, and if it's something you love, then why not? You're not gonna take it to the grave with you, so you might as well spend it before you go. But that's all I can really think of. There's not much else to say. If you do have any questions for me, please comment down below. Remember, like the video, subscribe if you want more mermaid videos, or just general life videos. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was a bit more informative for you, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.